You over there!
Did you see? Look at them. They look like two ghosts.
They are thin because they are hungry. They want bread. Our barns are full. Let's go.
You know we don't have permission to open it.
What are you worried about? Those two are hungry.
Look out! Look out! Rebels inside!
Quick! Give me that! Take! Go on, take it! Close the front gate!
Look! I found the keys to the barn!
And all the hungry people who took part in the attack on the barns filled their sacks with wheat so they could feed their families who had been starving for so long. Captain, I want to know what you're carrying in those sacks.
I have nothing of interest. Don't you know there's not a grain from here to the Nubia?
I know that. Tell me where you're coming from and what you're transporting. If you don't, I'll have my men do a thorough search of your boat.
I come from the Nubia, and I bring lumber, ebony, incense, ostrich feathers, and a gold pouch.
And where are you going with all those goods? Don't you know that no one has any money to spend in the city of the Pharaoh? Not even the richest merchants.
You know where I'm going? I'm going to the priests of the Temple of Anubis. They're never short of money and never will be.
It's so unfair. Anubis protects Berluscoti. Well, now you have one more passenger to take. Have a nice trip, my friend. You may go.
Where are they going?
They're going to punish the rebels that stole the wheat.
How many days did it take you to come down here through the Nile?
A few days. The wind was favorable.
Here are the colors of Egypt. The Kemet, the black land, the mud. When the rain returns, the soil will be fertile again. The red desert, burned by the sun, will live once again when the Nile is in full flood.
Dead, dead. They're all dead. It was a massacre. We must catch them and punish them. There they are! Attack!
Look out! The guards are after us! Take cover!
That's all we need. We're tired and we need to rest before battle. Let's get ready.
I'm much too tired. I'm ready to die.
Take the wheat now and load it on the horses. It's more precious than gold. You recover the sacks of wheat and we'll punish the rebels. Old Father Noah will punish him himself.
To the Reverend Father of my master, I bring warm regards and a gift from his dear son, Zaphna Paneah, Viceroy of the Kingdom of Egypt, who holds in his hands the heart of our divine and beloved Pharaoh, camels and provisions so he may proceed with his trip.
Please thank the Pharaoh for all his gifts. But to tell you the truth, I would rather have Joseph and not these gifts. When do you think I can see him?
Father, you have to be patient. Joseph administers a huge kingdom.
I suppose you're right, son.
Our beloved Pharaoh is waiting for you in the land of Goshen, where he's reserved you land to pitch your tents, and you will have wheat, water, fruits, and even a flock of sheep, everything you will need to survive.
Blessed be the name of Jehovah, who has kept and who always keeps his promises.
Sir, do you have anything to give us? We are hungry.
Halt!
Yes, indeed, we have some bread.
Take.
I see drought and hunger everywhere. How can my son satisfy us? Whose bread will he take to give to us?
Don't worry, you're very lucky to have such a great and powerful son, but he's a righteous man who worships and fears his God.
Luck has nothing to do with it. Joseph is a great gift from God. Do you think the Pharaoh will hear us and give us wheat?
Of course, the servants probably reported to him that his people are hungry.
He better give us the wheat for free, otherwise we'll go and take it.
No, anyone who took it by force was killed.
He's kept us satisfied until now, and he always will.
Free, and for another 3 years? No way.
Here he is.
There
Here
he
he
is.
is.
Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king!
What are my people asking for?
They're asking for bread. They spent everything to pay for the wheat by giving you their livestock. Now they don't even have any livestock, but they're hungry. There is a lot of restlessness in the land. They are all very hungry.
Do you know how much wheat they still have in store?
Very much, Lord, very much. We can still feed them for the next 3 years.
How can we give them wheat without making them pay for it? This isn't fair, and the Pharaoh is fair, right?
Fair. The Pharaoh is fair.
They have to pay for the wheat.
It's true. But they must eat and feed their children. Has it not always been said that the Pharaoh is the father of the people?
Right. The Pharaoh is the father of the people.
More! We want the Pharaoh! We want to hear the Pharaoh! More! We want to hear what he has to say!
Tell me, Zaphna Paneah, what can I do for them?
First, you must reassure them because you are their father, and then you can issue an edict.
An edict? Yes, an edict.
You could decree that in exchange for the wheat for the next 3 years, each of your subjects would cede to you the ownership of his lands, house, and tools, and you would commit to lease them to him with the right to inheritance from father to son.
And how would they pay for the lease?
They will be bound to hand over every year and indefinitely a fifth of the product of their land and their flocks for the storerooms of the Pharaoh.
God, this way the whole land of the kingdom will become mine.
Except the land of the priests and temples.
And why is that?
It's simple because according to the law, you are forced to pay the priests in their temples every year a very generous money offering. This way they'll never be short of money, and so they can continue to buy wheat to satisfy their hunger.
You're right, now I can talk to my subjects. You and your children will be given wheat from our storerooms. I will satisfy your hunger. So the kingdom of Egypt will continue stronger than ever. When the famine is over, you'll pay with your work for this wheat that I give you now. You have nothing to fear because the Pharaoh is your father.
Here he is, Father.
Bless you. Now I can die in peace because I've seen you again. My son, you disappeared for years, but just when we were about to starve, the Lord sent you to me again.
You will never again be in need of anything. Your sons and your people will work for the king of this land, and they'll be respected by everybody, because you, my father, are in the heart of the Pharaoh.
I thank you for all these gifts, my Lord Jehovah.
Tell me something. Do you always talk to your God?
Every day. I always thank him for the gift of life he has given me, for my parents, my brothers, and for my lord the Pharaoh of the kingdom of Egypt, who protects and loves me.
Does he answer you, Zaphnath-Paaneah? Do you ever see him?
He always talks to him.
But this your God, have you ever seen him?
The Almighty has no body. He is invisible. His spirit flutters over all that exists, all he created.
I wonder why he sent you to me, and why he saved my people.
My lord, I remember that when I was a child, I asked my father why the Almighty wanted me to be born on this earth. He said that we should not desire to know the reasons for God's work. All that we need to do is to obey his commands. Only this.
Finally, the rain they longed for arrived.
The rain! The rain! Oh, the rain!
The dry earth, burnt by the sun, recovered its strength. The Nile began its natural flow again, and its waters coursed across the land. the ships began to sail again on the Nile's newly calm waters.
Joseph, our father calls us to his deathbed.
Benjamin, what happened?
Our father, he wants us all to gather around his bed right now.
Let's go straight away then, Benjamin.
I called you all to listen to Israel, your father. Now listen to me, for you'll never hear me again.
All those present, in a religious silence, waited for the great patriarch to speak.
The God before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac walked, the God who has been my shepherd since the day I was born, the angel who saved me from all evil, may always be with you and never abandon you all your life. Now I bless you one by one. Reuben. Simeon, I bless you. Levi. Judah, Zebulun, Issachar, Dan, Gad, Asher, Naphtali, Joseph, Benjamin. Jehovah gave you to me, and all of you are servants of Jehovah with me. Now I tell you, you, your children, your grandchildren, and all your seed, you'll scatter in different lands and become the 12 tribes of my people. The tribes of Israel, because this is the name that Jehovah gave me, Israel. I tell you, along with Abraham, Isaac, and your father Israel, you are the chosen people Jehovah made the eternal covenant with. You are the people of God. Joseph.
My dear father.
Jacob lived in the land of Egypt for 17 years. He lived until the age of 147, and he died consoled by the presence of his 12 sons. Joseph ordered the doctors of the court to embalm Israel's body. The embalming ceremony lasted 40 days, and the Egyptians mourned for 70 days over Jacob's death. Then Joseph asked the Pharaoh permission to respect the last will of his father Jacob, said when he had been at the point of death.
Now I die. Bury me in my sepulchre, that I dug by myself in the land of Canaan.
Come up and bury your father, as I swore to you.
Then Joseph went and buried his father, and with him came all the servants of the Pharaoh, the elders of his palace, and all the elders of the land of Egypt, the house of Joseph, his brothers, and the house of his father. Carts and riders came with him too. It was a very crowded procession. When they arrived at the palace of Atad, Joseph observed a 7-day mourning period for his father. And when the Canaanites saw that mourning, they said, "This is a grave loss for the Egyptian." Jacob's sons did what he had asked them to do. They took his body to Canaan and entombed it in a cave at Machpelah Field.
Lord, I have carried out my filial duties as you required me to.
I have seen what you did for your father, and I am satisfied with your great filial love.